Hello. If you are watching this, listening to this, you might be in a similar position to mine. I am really being called to share my voice more. Everywhere I see messages about me sharing my voice more. The issue is I am a perfectionist. So it has to be a perfect script. It has to be a perfect sound quality, perfect video. And I just happen to have none of those right now. And I'm doing this to challenge that inner perfectionist that is screaming right now as I am uploading this audio, this video, and doing this to challenge this inner critic because I am so fed up with this inner critic. It is ruling my life. And it is helpful sometimes. You want to share a message that is as clear as possible and easy to understand, and it is helpful. But if that need to be perfect is standing in the way and you end up not sharing at all, then we have a problem. You might be telling yourself, I'll share when I have this camera that is better, or this better microphone, or better idea of what I'm gonna say, or a better script. I need to sit down and think of a script. Oh my goodness, that one is really a strong one, and I can see a point. My inner critic is very, very clever. It has a lot of great arguments. I see the value of the script. Yes, can be more digestible. You want to reach as many people as possible, blah, blah, blah. That's not the point. Again, what I'm trying to do is wake myself up. I am realizing how is this driving my life, been driving my life, most of my life. And I would get those bursts of inspiration and I would stop. And it would be kind of like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I would stop because of my inner critic. My inner critic would be saying, this is not good enough. This is not polished, not ready. Look at all these other people. They already know. What are you talking about? This is nothing new. This is nonsense. Doesn't make sense. This is ridiculous. Who do you think you are? All kinds of things. And a lot of those thoughts, not necessarily conscious, but I know subconsciously that's the feeling I'm getting. This really big imposter. And now I feel like I mentioned, I'm really done with this and I'm sharing this for myself. So it's not enough to just be awake and aware of what's happening. The next step is actually taking an action. So this is me taking an action. Honestly, I am a little bit upset. Not a little bit. I am upset. I'm upset with my not myself, my inner critic. So it's important to recognize that we do have parts of ourselves that are taking the wheel from time to time. And different parts are driving us in different types of situations. Inner critic seems to have a wheel most of the time in my world. And I'm just so fed up and I'm done. So first of all, I'm sharing this for myself. And second of all, for all the people who are feeling the same way, because I know there are many of us out there. I see you, recovering perfectionists, recovering people pleasers, recovering I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, recovering so many more people know better than I do, recovering imposter syndrome. I see you. I see you and I'm with you. I am with you in this mud. I'm literally feeling all this heat in my body as I'm doing this. I'm literally feeling this inner dialogue while I'm talking that is criticizing me almost every single word I'm saying. So I know what you're going through, and universe might be showing this to you as a sign of support, saying, hey, you're not alone, you're not crazy. It is difficult. Yes, it is difficult. Let's acknowledge that. But also, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. my phone got stolen. So for the longest time, my inner critic was like, well, how are you going to do videos? You don't have phone. Then I got another phone, but the camera is not good enough now. So all these things that my inner critic is presenting. So you might be feeling in a similar way. And the universe is saying, hey, we hear you, but also it's time. Just do something. Just take an action. Share something about your life. Do it for yourself. Break through this inner critic. Show yourself that you are the leader of your life, not your inner critic, not your ego, not any other parts of you. And also recognize the ego and all those critical parts of you. They're trying to help you. They're trying to protect you. But also it's time to recognize what is helping and what's not helping. And with gratitude, with love, it's time to fire your inner critic. That's what I do in my parts work sessions with my clients, friends, and with myself. And I find the part that is doing some kind of job that is no longer helpful to me, then I just express my gratitude. I know you've been trying to help me. I know you're trying to protect me, but I assure you I am safe, I am protected, I'm good. And I'm talking from my higher self perspective. So they really see that power. You really want to be in your most empowered state and higher state of consciousness, ideally, for this to be really effective. Even better if someone can hold space for you to do this. And you just say, thank you. You no longer need this position. Thank you. And instead, we have this new position. Funny thing, those parts don't really like to be fired. Who does? Those parts of you, this is your energy. It's not something that can just evaporate and go away and leave you forever, meaning the energy transforms. It's not destroyed, but it's transformed. And I love how we can just play with this and it actually works. I know it sounds kind of insane, kind of funny, but it actually works. So you say, thank you for your hard work for this position. Now you're trying to help me, protect me. We're good. No longer need this. Can even point to your angels and guides. Recently I've been doing this. Look at all these angels and guides around us. We know what we're doing. Whatever feel like works for your. And then say we have a new position, and the new position is to be my biggest cheerleader. So sending positive thoughts, reassuring thoughts, self-loving thoughts all day long. It's a very fun position. It's very positive. You don't have to be afraid about anything anymore. But it is very essential. And then you can explain how helpful it's going to be. Why is it important? You don't really have to do this, but I like to do it because it feels like we are imprinting this stronger. I like to believe those parts really have full-blown personality, just like humans. And so if they believe that there's something that they really need to do and it's helpful, you're doing this with eyes closed. A lot of times you're seeing some kind of being, a visual. You're talking like almost human to human or human to a mystical being. I can even visualize taking that part to its new office. And it's all just visualizing. This is all fantasizing. Go back to your kid self. Go back to your inner child self. You know how to do this. And the subconscious mind works really well with visualizations and imagination. That is proven scientifically. Best if you try it for yourself. One of my shaman teachers from my dojo group taught me this, and I really, really like this attitude. Take the information, take the advice, try it for yourself, validate it for yourself. And then you know it works or it doesn't. If you feel a little bit intrigued about this, try it for yourself, validate it for yourself. You can do this on your own. You can just basically have an inner dialogue with your eyes closed, use your visualization, invite your higher self to be part of this process, go into meditative state, also work with your angels and guides. Angels and guides please guide me through this process. Show me visuals. Show me what you need to do. Give me ideas. Or if you don't want to do this by yourself, angels and guides, please bring me a mentor. Please bring me a coach. Please bring me someone who can help me with this. I want to do this inner work. And if you are asking for this from the bottom of your heart, really sincerely, not only just saying the words, but feeling it, then you're placing your order, you believe that it will be done, it will be done. And then you just have to follow the signs and be in the positive expectancy. I know the universe is going to be sending me signs, to be sending me people, coaches, videos about what I was requesting. It's coming. A lot of concepts here in this video, but I encourage you to finally sit down and do this podcast or whatever you've been trying to do, but always thought you're not good enough, you're not ready enough, not perfect enough. You know this is your inner critic talking. You want to be the leader of your life, don't you? So show that you are the leader of your life and you can do whatever you choose to do. And you have value just the way you are. You don't have to be a perfect speaker, a perfect teacher with 100 years of experience. You have something to share. I'm sure you do. You are being called to share. You can do it. Trust you, believe in you, and go have fun.